watched the charts, I saw the climb. Lock my stake, I'm buying time. Every second, every day, trustless games won't fade away. No middlemen, no disguise, just a code, it never lies. Crypto kings, we play for keeps, riding blocks like lucid dreams. Take me back in my time machine, stacking exits more than green. Built to last, the code is clean, the future's here, it's all on chain. No more banks, no more greed, math and trust are all we need. Turn the key, the stake is set, welcome to the Hex reset. Past the FUD, past the fear, diamond hands, I'm still here. Cycles turn, but I stay true. Hicks is gold and I just knew. Ride the chain, don't look back. All in Hicks, I'm never hacked. Every stake a time release, passive flow, eternal peace. Take me back in my time machine, stacking Hex, it's more than green. Built to last, the code is clean, the future's here, it's all on chain. No more banks, no more greed, math and trust are all we need. Turn the key, the stake is set, welcome to the Hex reset. Neon lights reflecting in my eyes, digital gold, yeah, I saw the signs. Locked it up, let the future ride. No middleman, it's all decentralized. I stake my claim, I play it right, compounding dreams every single night. No paper hands, I hold it tight. Trustless games shining in the light. Hacks forever, I believe. Passive flow, yeah, watch me breathe. No more banks, no more fees, just my wallet and my keys. Hex forever, time stands still, yielding wealth, the code's my will. On-chain trust, it's no compromise. Freedom locked, but never caged. Trustless wealth will lead the way. X forever, I believe. Passive flow, yeah, watch me breathe. No more banks, no more fees. Just my wallet and my keys. X forever, time stands still. Yielding wealth, the code's my will. On-chain trust, it's so surreal. Crypto's future, made for real. They called him a scammer, they called him a fraud, but the blockchain never lies, and now they run, now they fall. They tried to stop him, they tried to kill, said he was nothing, said he was shill. McCormack lied, SEC cried, but Richard's truth can't be denied. The haters fold, they bend, they break. They fear the system he creates. No middlemen, no leeching hands. Just trustless code and sovereign lands. Interpol can't chase the chain. No fraud, no lies, no blame. Gensler shakes, McCormack drowns, but Pulse chain rises, where's the crown? Richard rides, the chains ignite. Pulse chain burns across the night. PD flows, the fees are gone, the future's built, the world moves on. No more banks, no more debt, no regrets, no safety net. They can't stop what's meant to be. The system breaks, we are set free. They wrote their laws, they played their game, but crypto bends to no one's name. DeFi calls, the people rise, Pulse chain burns beneath the skies. PD flips the tides of wealth, no control, just trust in self. You own the key, you own the path. Legacy finance feels the wrath. They fear the truth, they fear the change. They watch their power slip away. They cannot win, they cannot fight. The blockchain lies, the code is right. Yeah! Richard rides, the chains ignite. Pulse chain burns across the night. PD flows, the fees are gone. The future's built, the world moves on. No more banks, no more debt, no regrets, no safety net. They can't stop what's meant to be. The system breaks, we are set free. They try to stop him, but they lost. The new world rises, and the cost was the old world fading fast. The die is cast.
What's up, dudes? How's it going? Hopefully you guys are having as good a day as I am. I don't know what it is about turning the microphone on, but boy oh boy, every single time we've got to mess it up. Hopefully Robo Richard is back in action. So if you guys, I let me just check it. Let me make sure that I can make him sing a song. I believe now too. Hold on, I've been messing around with it all day. Let me make sure. Oh, hopefully you guys are doing good. If you are, there we go.
Sing me a song about Hex.
Yo, I'm spitting about Hex, a coin that's unstoppable, full of shade about, while the others be coping and moping, stacking sats while the bears be crying and helping. Richard Hart's vision, unleashing the crypto revolution. Pulse turns the future, a decentralized solution to the threat spreaders. I say keep your opinions, we building an empire while y'all still debating. Exologists stand up, we gon' keep elevating. Hex, the coin is taking over. Exologists, we don't shine brighter than the sun. Staking our backs, watching them grow taller. While the haters hate, we just keep on climbing cause we know that.
The voice of an angel. So I had to turn that one up. That one's $19. Sorry. It eats up all of the credits that I have. But you don't want to just say sing me a song to Richard. $19. I guess if it doesn't go through, I'm sorry. Okay. So sounds like Wu-Tang. Yeah, he has the voice of an angel, my friend. The voice of an angel. Bro came back with upgrades. Actually, not bad. Yeah. Pretty good stuff. All right, let's get on with the news. Let's do it. Oh, wow. We're at the same exact price as we were yesterday. Huh. It's Groundhog Day once again over here in the Hexland. Actually, I think Pulse Chain is down just a wee little bit, 5.1, 4 zeros, 5.1. Pulse X down 2%. 4 zeros, 3.6. Incentive token $1.78 and Hex 1.37. Oh boy. Oh boy. I don't even know how I get up in the morning. Sometimes I don't even know why I'm getting up in the morning. Hexologist, you gotta CC that song, bro. I don't know what CC that song is, but sure. He brushed up on his rap game. Yeah, songbird of our generation. He's beautiful. He's a beautiful, when Jesus comes back in the clouds, I can see Richard just singing. He's going to be one of the angels up there singing praise. Exo, what did you do? I posted a meme on X. Oh, the which one? Maybe we should ask Robo Richard if outrage marketing backfired. Well, we will get over that. We will go over the if Richard, not Robo Richard, but if his outrage marketing ended up backfiring, we will check that out. Let's check out some of these altcoins that you guys always gotta look into. PTGC, I heard, is on another tear today. Oh, okay, no, it's down 1%. All right, there you go. Let's see what versus Pulse Chain. All right, still about the same where it's at yesterday. Anything up today? Soil. Somebody soiled. Maybe that's what happens when Hex is crap in the bed. Soil coin goes up because we're soiling the bed. Looks like right there, Mr. Soil coin up, but let's see. Penis coin up 1.3. I don't know any of the other ones. 6% down for PDI today. There you go. PWBTC is down 3.5%. Yo, Hexo, even with the current chart, your daily live stream and bringing in the community help to make it bearable. Well, yeah, well, thanks. Yeah, I'm trying as hard as I can to keep up it's me and Sami with the daily streams. I know the Crypto Coffee still streams, and there's lots of other streamers too, but bringing in some good words to the to crypto in general, right? All right, Pumped Out Fun has been hit with a class action lawsuit alleging violations of the security laws. Uh-oh. Not that I want this to happen. I think that it's dumb. I think that people should be able to do whatever they want with their money, and people can create coins. And I think that if you're rug pulling coins, I don't think that it should be Pumped Off Funds, any of their business. I think that you should sue the people that rug pulled you, not the company that is just a platform, right? PTGC shaved 0 and then had a small retrace. Yeah, it looks like it. No, he was picking a fight for the glory of the beating the SEC. We will go over that. Let me see. You got a CC. Okay, I don't know what CC that song means. Let's see. Former senior advisor of the Federal Reserve, John Rogers, arrested for leaking trade secrets to China. Federal Reserve under there's. Jeez. Former senior advisor to the Federal Reserve, John Rogers, arrested for leaking trade secrets. Pretty crazy. Yesterday, BlackRock bought 24,529 Ethereum worth $83 million. Guys, remember when I told you yesterday that I was thinking that that I thought that the price is being suppressed? Well, maybe this is what I was talking about. I think that there's something going on with the prices. Why is the chat not working up here? There's always got to be something wrong, right? I'm just gonna mute it. All right. So 24,529 Ethereum was bought by BlackRock. Yikes. But suppression. I think it's been suppressed by these big entities, including with Pulse Chain and Hex. I think that there's big players right now that are making you worried or suppressed. And guess what? When the ruling comes out, you might want to have your bags packed. I don't know if it's going to be a dismissal or partial dismissal or just goes to court. But if you're not in the position that you thought that you wanted to be, let's just say it doesn't get dismissed. Well, maybe you can buy even more now for maybe cheaper. Maybe it goes down. But let's just say a full case dismissal. Oh boy, what do you guys think is going to happen? I would think that good things are on the horizon, but we can't get too excited because everybody thought when Pulse Chain was coming out. Does everybody remember this? Everybody thought, and including me. I was like, okay, one of these coins is probably going to pop off. I thought one was going to go up while the other may have gone down or something like that. With Pulse Chain, guess what? Well, when it came out, it did do like a 2.8x. So I can't hate it that much. But then it really has never gone up to those all-time highs again. So we thought, a lot of people thought 10, 100, 1,000x. I never said crazy numbers like that, but I think without the SEC, we'd be up there. President Trump threatens 100% tariffs on BRICS nation if they try to replace the dollar. 100% tariffs, guys. By the way, if you didn't know, tomorrow Canada is getting 10% tariffs. Mexico is getting 10% tariffs, and China is getting 25% tariffs for their drug. They're producing the drugs, I guess, or letting the drugs come over the border. So Trump was like, fine, I'm going to put the tariffs on you. Now, if you agree with it, if you don't agree with it, okay, whatever. I don't care. If you don't, or if you do, it's happening, whether we like it or not, right? We can complain all about it as much as we want. I don't think you're going to change it. So let's just, look at it. And Canadian versus the U.S. dollar out here trading like a shitcoin. Look at this. The day of the rake for the old Leafs. The Canadian flag has a leaf on it. The day of the rake has came. Here it is, boys. This is a weekly chart. Woo-wee. Woo-wee. That looks like a big old down movement that's about to happen. I would say, man, I don't know. But I don't think it's going to be too good looking for you guys over there in the, my northern friends. With these tariffs coming in, because your guys is, dude, Trudeau, have you seen him box? Have you seen Trudeau's boxing? We're gonna have to look it up. We're just gonna have to look it up. Trudeau, how do you even spell it? Trudeau. Oh, there it is. Boxing. Let's see. This is. Oh, is this him boxing? Takes part? No, that's not him boxing, is it? That's not him boxing. There's one. There we are. The Eye of Trudeau, guys. Here it is. Look, he's fighting a 90-year-old man. I'm sorry, Canada. Your boy is wrecked. Look at him. He just gets smashed by a 90-year-old man. Dude, how many Canadians want to be that old 90-year-old man right there? Sorry, guys. I'm sorry, but that's your that's your leader. 51st state Canada. Hey, let's do it. I'm triple bottom. Maybe. It's either that. Well, yeah, maybe. It might be a triple bottom down here at 68 cents or 68 to $1. Yeah. But if it's not, oh boy. X Protocol and Maverick are leverages on. Okay, you guys. Regular Mexicans and snow Mexicans tariffed. Yep. Trudeau is getting forged up. Yeah. Yeah. All of the Canadians are like, man, why couldn't that be me? Why couldn't that be me in the boxing ring, right? So, yikes to the Canadians. Hopefully you guys. I can't believe it actually went above $1 at one point. It was at 1.1. When? 07? Okay, well that's why. And let's see. 2011. All right, you guys have been declining for quite some time. Not a good look for Canadians. Not a good look. All right, let's check out what is your guys' thoughts, if you've got any thoughts, on the Richard Hart outrage market? I know a lot of people hated it. I know a lot of people are upset about it still. I mean, I still see pictures of Richard Hart on Twitter that people were like, if it wasn't for this outrage marketing, we'd be at $1 by now. The crybabies out there. Again, somebody even said it yesterday. Hexo, I know you don't like crybabies, because I really don't. Please, I'm not crying here, but, crying about something. I was like, dude. Because, listen, when you're crying as a grown man, when I was in the Marines, the crybaby, we would just make fun of them until they wanted to go home, and then they didn't want to be a part of it, and nobody cried anymore because you'd be outcasted, right? So just be chill. Everybody's in it. We're all in it. It's not like we're all just like having the greatest of time at 1.37 cents. Be a light in the darkness, not the dark in the darkness, right? You don't want to be the guy crying, please, I don't want to be here anymore. So here's some of you guys know Richard Hart's twerking. Back in the day, we saw a lot of this going on. A lot of people upset about this whole thing, right? There's pictures of it all over the internet. Richard Hart in his little track suits, posting, about how much money he had, dancing on cars, big pee-pee, if you remember. Lots of stuff, right? There was lots of new material for us to look over if we wanted to check it all out. But here's the tracksuit. I've got a good video for you guys. I watched about 2 minutes of it yesterday, and I was like, I need to show the Hexicans this, because maybe outrage marketing was the best ploy that Richard could have done. Where in his position, right? I would have rather seen RH going around with hot models and fast cars, clubbing and dancing, that he watches them close, but he made a splash. I hated outrage marketing at first until I realized he was becoming a meme. Memes are forever. Exactly. So let's go ahead and take a look at the...
When John Basso first opened the Heart Attack Grill, he had no idea that serving the world's unhealthiest menu would come with so much controversy, countless lawsuits, an avalanche of bad press, and multiple heart attacks on the premises. Prior to opening the
So if you guys don't know, the Heart Attack Grill is in Las Vegas.
Heart Attack Grill in 2005. Basso owned 3 different exercise gyms over a 12-year period, where he had advised clients on their dietary and exercise needs, as well as on techniques of caloric reduction. However, he felt this was an untruthful
and then he made the Heart Attack
work, stating, "It's disgusting because you're promising people things that are outside their genetic possibility. Instead of being a slimy, crooked, dishonest peddler of health and fitness services, I would actually launch a hamburger concept that would be absolutely honest, and that's the only guiding principle."
Hey, this is bad for you, and it's gonna...
Hexologist, be a true Marine and come to spaces, bitch. Yeah, I don't... What space? I don't know what space. Do you do a space right... Are you doing a space right now? I'm not coming to spaces. I'm doing a show. What are you talking about? Warrants? See, Bristology, not true. E-Hex still exists.
Kill you.
The first Heart Attack Grill in Arizona featured a front door sign reading, "Caution, this establishment is bad for your health," before they'd later add cash only because you might die before the check clears. Inside, they'd proudly display the catchphrase "taste worth dying for." However, the most insane piece of signage was without a doubt this, reading, "Anyone over 350 pounds eats for free, all day, every day, unlimited," with the only rules being no taking food to go, no sharing with others, and does not include beverages, although this wasn't the only unlimited service offered by the restaurant.
Instead of a salad bar, there's an all-you-can-eat flatliner fries bar.
To serve the
I don't know if you guys have ever seen this place. I've stood on the scale I didn't get in for free. Well, you know, at my biggest, I was close, but not that close. I was like 110 pounds off. You know, that's where I'm probably 115 off now. So I'm you know, if things keep going the way they're going, maybe I can eat free at this place. Boy, I've never eaten there, but it does look good.
Free meals, Basso took a tip from Hooters by hiring a bunch of sexy nurses, with a theme of honesty also extending into the job application process, with questions such as whether the applicant has an innie or outie belly button, who would they have a hot one-night stand with, their opinion on certain conspiracy theories, and a comment stating, "No one gives a damn about your academic achievements, but if you want to bore us with them, go right ahead."
Oh,
as the
man.
head of the restaurant, John spends every day dressed as a doctor.
Hey. What the?
If
Wait
you
a
want to
second.
bore us with them, go right ahead. As the head of the restaurant, John spends every day dressed as a doctor, stating, "We promote nicotine, alcohol, caffeine, fat, cholesterol,
that.
sodium, all the building blocks of a quality, healthy, good time," with these insane statements leading to his first appearance on a local news station.
There is a restaurant in Tempe where the food is so rich they call their big burger the quadruple bypass. Not everybody thinks that's funny, least of all the Arizona Board of Nursing.
Not everybody thinks that's funny. These news outrage or not marketing, but these like outrage headlines. Not everybody thinks that's funny. Only 95% of the people that are out there think it's funny. You know, these overly obese people that have had heart attacks, they're not a big fan of this type of marketing.
The news story then stated that the American
What did I do in the Marines? I was an 0331. I was a machine gunner.
Nursing Board had received 5 or 6 complaints about them calling their waitresses nurses. However, 5 or 6 complaints was a
Look at that.
small price to pay, given the story was basically free advertising.
All right, so if you want a bypass, of course, the good kind, now you know where to go. It's called the Heart Attack Grill.
This then turned into further news coverage, where John explained the other ways in which the restaurant might kill you.
We don't do Diet Coke. We don't do light beers.
They
We
don't
don't
do
even
Diet
provide
Coke.
lettuce on our burgers.
With the unique approach
They don't even put lettuce on their burgers, guys. That's how, you know, this is what I'm talking about. This is outrage marketing. He's really good at it. This guy is a genius at it.
beating all of their competitors.
John, this is creating a firestorm. I have a feeling this is just what you wanted.
Well, I can't say that I don't enjoy the publicity. It definitely does pack the seats in the restaurant. We've been so lucky as of recently, our web traffic exceeds McDonald's.com.
After noticing that media stories help the
Dang.
business grow, that attempt to set the Guinness World Record for the world's unhealthiest burger, achieving such with the 9,982 calorie quadruple bypass.
Holy crap. I wish they would have gotten the 18 more calories. 10,000 calories for one burger? That's insane.
Burger, although this gluttonous piece of food
Holy
would be
crap.
served with a side of tragedy. The Heart Attack Grill had introduced a
here we go.
spokesperson named Blair River, who at 6'8", 570 pounds appeared in all of the restaurant's ads.
I'm up another few inches. Who needs these old pants? I could eat for free.
In a 2011 news report, Blair talked about feeling incredibly
He's gonna
healthy.
die.
This is good stuff. Everyone should be modern sized like myself.
However, he passed away before
Modern size, guys. You want you know, this is just modern size. You know, no reason. Look, he dies. Holy smokes, he did die. He dies.
the interview even aired.
Sadly, we now know how long that was. Blair died last week at the age of
Oh
29.
my
His family
God.
says the cause of death was pneumonia.
Even in death, the Heart Attack Grill maintained their brutally honest branding.
Had he have been thinner, he most probably would have survived that pneumonia.
Aren't you glorifying obesity, which
Absolutely.
obviously kills?
Absolutely.
With Basso taking
So this is what I'm saying, guys. Outrage marketing is not always bad. Okay, look at this guy. He's like, yeah, he probably would have survived if he didn't need a whole bunch of food that we gave him even. Like, we were helping him on his way to dying. But guess what? Guess what? More publicity. Look, he's on a TV show with this guy because they literally you know, they toaster bathed this guy.
this even further in a different interview.
If they do die here, I'm not going to lie to you. That's great for business. I'll say it again.
Oh my God.
Death is great for business at the Heart Attack Grill.
Although the
See what I'm saying? Outrage marketing. You can't tell me that's not some crazy outrage marketing. You can't. That is the craziest outrage marketing I've ever heard of. They want people to die at the restaurant just so you can get some more marketing stuff.
Media's goal of discrediting the founder only did the opposite. It's actually refreshing to see someone so painfully honest. The owner is great, he makes no apologies, nor should he. You can't blame him for people doing this to themselves. It's impossible to hate this guy because he's being 100% honest. In a different interview, Basso showed his more compassionate side by stating, "Cynical people might think this, River's death, is funny, but people who knew him are crying their eyes out. There is a lot of mourning going on around here. You couldn't have found a better person. Even if he was skinny, we would have given him the job. We would have just put a fat suit on him. He just had personality," as did the restaurant's next spokesperson, Ernie Hart, who wouldn't last long either, although for a slightly different
They killed. Man, how many deaths does this place have?
reason. In October 2011, Basso moved the restaurant.
So they're right here in Vegas. You can go. You know, this little. It's like a cattle. Like a weighing station for cattle, and you can go up there and it shows you how much you weigh right here, so everybody can see it. And not even joking, there's like people going up there all the time to weigh themselves, and it's pretty funny. I mean, when you see a 400-pound person and everybody's clapping, "Yay, you get to eat for free!"
To the land of indulgence, pleasure, and poor short-term choices, Las Vegas. The new and improved restaurant featured a public electronic cattle scale, as well as new signage reading "Fighting Anorexia since 2005" and "Send hate mail to," followed by their address. The new location also led to a brand new slogan,
"Remember, the calories you eat in Vegas stay in Vegas,"
as well as an instant increase in business.
We've both doubled in terms of money, in terms of square footage.
However, the craziest change was without a doubt their menu. Despite their quadruple bypass already holding the record for the highest calorie burger, the Heart Attack Grill then doubled their invention, creating the octuple bypass burger, which featured 8 patties, 40 pieces of bacon, and 19,900 calories.
Gosh, what? Did you see how big that burger was? It kept going, dude. Holy crap.
Around the same point in time, the Heart Attack Grill updated their website to include free video and images for the press, where the motivation for the octuple bypass burger became pretty obvious.
Huge.
They were trying to generate media attention, and this is exactly what they got. The new burger led to over 100 million views worth of exposure on YouTube, as different content creators visited the restaurant to see if they could eat it. Those who could, such as Matt Stoney, were given a ride out of the restaurant in a novelty wheelchair, although there were others who were forced to leave in an ambulance.
In an ambulance. Could you imagine going there? I mean, I looked into this place. I never actually went in because you can look through the windows, and there was like ladies slapping people on the butts. The nurses were. It was real strange. Like me and Explosive Artist, we were watching it and we were like, dude, this just proves that we're in some type of simulation. Like we felt like we were at the zoo watching these big old fatties eat. And it was like, what is happening in here? What is this place?
A customer at the Heart Attack Grill was rushed to the hospital after eating a sandwich called the Triple Bypass Burger.
In February 2012, an article was published titled "Man Has Heart Attack While Eating at the Heart Attack Grill," which is followed by another article only 2 months later reading, "Heart Attack Grill lives up to its name again this week when a woman collapsed in their Las Vegas restaurant." This marks the second person to fall victim to their horrifically caloric food in less than a year, with the Heart Attack Grill responding in the most brand appropriate way, by bragging about it on their website.
This guy is so ruthless. But again, this is why outrage marketing works. Okay? He is punching through the noise. He is getting his message out there, right? He is winning. We're, you know, it's crazy.
2 ambulance departures in less than 60 days left an indelible mark on the Heart Attack Grill's public image. Dr. John,
I bet people went to it even more after seeing this. I would go to it now if I was in Las Vegas just to check it out. Would you guys go to it? Next time in Vegas, I'm going to go to this place. That's crazy. Just because now I want to check it out. See?
John delivered a clear message to the media that such tragedies shall inevitably continue due to having clientele which he refers to as being the avant-garde of nutritional risk takers.
Did that heart attack pad my wallet with money? Absolutely. Did I enjoy that? Absolutely.
Although this is still nothing compared to what would happen 1 year later. The Heart Attack Grill had a new unofficial spokesperson named John Ellerman, who was recognized as the restaurant's most loyal customer. He never missed a day, even on Christmas, Basso said.
He's not even that big. He wasn't even fat. He didn't eat for free.
He connected with people in a real way, although all of this changed on the 11th of February 2013. After chowing down on his daily feed at the grill.
Is that chili that they're putting on it? That's disgusting. I'm not a big fan of chili on my burger. I don't like chili burgers. I like chili. I like burgers. I don't like chili burgers. I don't like chili dogs neither. I like hot dogs. I like chili. Don't like them together.
John Ellerman suffered a heart attack and died while waiting for the bus at the front of the store. This led to Basso's craziest PR stunt to date.
They'll say it's grotesque. They'll say, how
what
can
is
you
it?
keep the man's
Is that his
cremation?
ashes?
With Basso keeping the cremation inside.
This guy is... This guy is unchained. I think that this guy and Richard should get together. Richard should call him and get some more outrage marketing tips. This guy is a pure genius on outrage marketing.
The restaurant as he wants you to know his food kills so that maybe you'll stop eating junk. This man is willing to sacrifice his reputation and maybe even his humanity to try and make the world a healthier place. I respect him for it. Basso believes the restaurant helps customers to reflect on their own choices, having stated anybody who's over 350 pounds gets on that scale. We applaud them like the big sumo wrestler they are, treat them like a champ, make them feel good for that moment, give them free food all they want. But these people go home at night and they ponder that and say, wow, why did I just get free food and have the whole restaurant applauding for me? Because I'm a freak, plain and simple.
Jeez. Have a hot dog with chili fries? There, I'll have that. I mean, I guess he's trying to do that. You know what I mean? It's somewhat of a master plan, but boy, oh boy. Can you link to this vid Hexo? Yeah, I will. It's just Sunny V2, the unhealthiest restaurant in America.
Before adding, I'm running an obesity intervention and I think it works. I really do. Everybody should check out our Facebook and see a lot of people say, hey Dr. John, I've lost 82 pounds since the last time I was in. It's the X Factor, something that snapped in that person that said, wow, I'm gonna make a change in my life, and they did, and that's fabulous. With this sentiment also showing up in the YouTube comments. The Heart Attack Grill restaurant has motivated me to take care of myself, stick to my diet. The namesake restaurant actually sends a very positive message. If you don't take care of yourself today, you might find yourself eating a free meal at my restaurant in the not so distant future, because everyone over 350 pounds eats for free, and therefore Basso believes the restaurant is an overall positive.
I am a believer that when people hear my message, the net health benefit to society is incredibly good.
However, you won't be surprised to hear that not everybody agrees.
He's deliberately trying to get people to eat more than they need.
With this being echoed by the legendary...
Exactly, lights out. That's like Richard saying he wants to attract the people that normally would get scammed. Exactly. He was outrage marketing to try to get people. Well, I mean, he was doing the thing before. He outrage marketed with the website, with all this nonsense, right? With the Hex logo or the Hex in his ear. You know, all of these people making fun of him. He was helping people not get scammed, right?
Anthony Bourdain, who stated, there is a restaurant in Vegas, I think it's called the Heart Attack Grill, where if you're over 350 pounds you eat for free. I think that should be pretty much a war crime. On top of this, a former waitress went public talking about her terrible time working at the restaurant, explaining that after a man passed out mid-meal, a manager made me take out my cell phone to record a video of the whole thing so they could send it to the media. It was on a Friday afternoon, and he hoped it would make the news so they could have a busy weekend. On the opposite end of the spectrum, a different waitress stated this.
I've been here 11 years. I enjoy this way too much.
So the experience clearly depends on which...
Why do they have RG3 in the freaking restaurant? Why is RG3 in the restaurant? No! Oh my gosh!
I enjoy this way too much.
So the experience clearly depends on which person you ask. In addition,
they have midgets. I have to go. I have to go, guys. I have to go to this stupid restaurant now.
different instance, the PCRM sent a letter to Basso asking him to declare moral bankruptcy and close the Heart Attack Grill. However, given the restaurant earned $5.5 million in revenue last year, it seems obvious that Dr. John Basso and the Heart Attack Grill won't be going anywhere anytime soon.
All right, guys, there it is. That is one of the reasons why I think that Richard Hart's Outrage Marketing,
the unhealthiest restaurant in America. Why?
Oh, here we go. Okay, there we go. It's one of the reasons why I think it's genius ploy. Maybe Richard didn't do it the way you liked. Maybe he didn't do it the way that your mom liked or that your onboarded liked or anything else. But guess what? They know his name. And when we get the green candles coming, boy, oh boy, I'm guessing that everybody knows who he is and all of his name. Everybody in Cryptoverse knows who Richard Hart is, right? And there's a reason for that. It's not because of, I think it's not because of his intelligence. I think it's because of his outrage marketing. I mean, you go and, I mean, how many, look, if you go to the GIFs and you type in Richard Hart, half of them, look, outrage marketing, maybe a little bit of outrage marketing, you know, they're memes. Like somebody said, it was the lights out, right? Who remembers this? Who remembers this stream with the highest of stakes people where he's messing around? Look at this. Outrage marketing, guys. Richard does it really well. Now, look, him and the stupid life-saving vest. Do you guys remember that? Look at all these. There's ones that I don't even remember that were on here. Brilliant. I think it's brilliant. I was always a fan of it because I thought it was funny. I get why you wouldn't be a fan of it because some of our onboards are probably like, what? No, he can't do that. And I get it. But everybody knows who his name is. 500,000 would hire 5 to 8 midgets per year. Yeah. I mean, they're cheap. Jacket looks like my tea towel. Yeah. Show us the stuff. Try it on. The ash. Yeah, let's see. LOL. Be original. You might find yourself and wealth. True. It was so good we have no new users or people know about the chain. LOL. Well, I don't know about that, Hedgehound. How do you know nobody knows about the chain? I bet you tons of people actually got onboarded or at least know about the chain. Might not have pumped the price in your opinion. But what happens when the SEC thing goes away and millions of people already know who Richard Hart is? Like that's what you say. You say that. But guess what? People already know his name, and that's all that matters. If you know about the chain, that's all that matters, because when the green candles come, then they don't care about the outrage marketing anymore. All they care about is that the price is going up, and they already know about the chain because of the outrage marketing, right? Like, Hedgehound, I mean, you don't even, I'm sure that you're really good at marketing. So I'm sure that you have like a $1 billion business that does $1 billion in revenue a year. But, this is just how Richard did it. Maybe your way of, your small business that made $14 last year. It has a better way of doing it. But I think Richard's way was amazing. Please, your voice gets squeaky. What does that mean? 3 touch points before a purchase. Yes. 3 touch points before. I thought it was more like 6 or 7, but true. Of course it backfired. He made himself completely unlikable. Well, I don't know about that. I like him. I still like him. What do you think about the FUD fire drill hex? Oh, the what FUD fire? Oh, the on Twitter. Yeah, it was a good one. I stay because I'm a degen. Well, maybe you should sell. I said I wanted him to do unboxing videos with his stuff, show it to us, test it out. He could have a full TV show, racing cars, traveling, whatever stuff he wants, and have a producer and stuff. I mean, that'd be cool. I think that'd be pretty awesome. You must be in the Coast Guard, committed Marty McFly. What happened to the highest of stakes? No, not on Netflix. I don't know, man. I don't know. You can watch the whole thing, I think, on YouTube. I'm pretty sure if you just Google it. I know somebody sent me a link at one point. Highest of stakes full. There you go. Just put the highest of stakes full, and then there you go. You can watch the entire thing on the interwebs. So, yeah, if that's what you're into, if you like to be a masochist, if you like hurting yourself, go ahead and watch it. See, this is my problem with The Highest of Stakes. Great movie with Richard in it. The thing is I feel like, and I asked even the producers, or not the producers, but the director and I don't know, his little minion right next to him, whatever his name was. I asked them when they produced the film, or when they were finished at the film, like at the party. I asked them, I was like, "Do you guys even own Hex now?" And they're like, "Oh, we don't own anything because we're too close to it and blah blah." And it gave me really weird vibes that like these guys put this movie in, like, because when they got the movie, I think that the people that gave them the money, the Hexicans, they were like, "Okay, if you do this movie for us, you can have any control, like you can do whatever you want, if you want to make it look like a scam or whatever." I don't know if they had any like creative control over it, the guys that put the money into it. So I think that the guys that did the movie were actually almost subliminally trying to show that it was somewhat of a scam. Maybe it's like, "Oh, I'll take your money. I'll take the 1.5 or $3 million or whatever they raised for it. And then I'm going to make fun of you." Like, that's what it felt like to me. It was like, "Hey, yeah, give me the money, and then we're going to make a movie about making fun of you guys." Because they had so many, I had onboards that made money, that I got in before Hex went to a penny, that I got in, they made 1,000x, but we did the guy that got in at 40 cents. You know what I mean? Like, why did we do that? Why was that a good idea? Like, why wouldn't we focus on a success story instead of some guy that just put all of his house money into it? A success story, and like he did well, like even, like did other things with his money, instead of the guy that, and I get it, it was more controversial or whatever, but I just think that it was more of like, "Hey, give me your money and I'm going to make a movie about making fun of you guys." That's how I kind of took it. Richard looks brilliant in it. Still, I think that Richard's parts in it are really good, but the rest of the people in it look like absolute goofs. Sorry to tell. Sorry. And I know Toby Wan put some money into it, so sorry, Toby, if you're in here. But negativity sells more movies would be my guess. Yeah, probably. I didn't like the movie the first time I saw it. I still don't like it. I like Richard's parts, but he's not even like 30% of the movie, maybe 40%. I think that if it was a movie about Richard, it would have been better. Not about like the guy that put in at 40 cents and then, all that. I don't think that would have been good. I feel like these guys ratted Richard's old location terrible. Probably, maybe. It'll be a 10 out of 10 classic film when Hex is $1. And that's another thing. Yeah. When Hex is actually above 40 cents, it looks brilliant. We all look amazing and really smart. Unfortunately, we're still below a penny or 2 pennies. So yeah, I mean, it's not looking good. Or lack of success story. I mean, what did you say? Success story equals anticipation equals shakeout weak hands of people with expectations. Yeah, I guess. A lack of a success story. Okay. It's a boring movie. Leaves a bad aftertaste. Yeah, I never showed my parents it. Like, my parents knew that I was filming because I filmed for it for like a day when we went to England. I filmed for it. And one day when I went in Las Vegas, and it wasn't like they were like, "Hey, Hexo, come in, and we're gonna just shoot you for," and it was like a 6-hour ordeal. I never got put into the movie, didn't get put into the credits, nothing, didn't even get a little shout out or anything. It was just like, which I'm fine with. My name is not on that thing at all. but yeah, I mean, it's not my favorite movie. I'm not gonna show any of my people until it's above 40 cents at least. Watch out for your friends. I didn't like the Highest of Stakes too much. Didn't seem even to me. But if there's a follow-up when we do it well. Well, I mean, the good thing about it is, what's his name? The Lamont Black, the professor, he became a Hexican, right? He actually, now he understands it. And so it's like, but most people don't see that, right? They don't see the Twitter, not feuds, but the going back and forth on Twitter, and then Lamont Black actually becoming a Hexican. I mean, if you look him up, Lamont Black now, He has Hexagon in his name. I think his name is Lamont Black. I think it's like Lamont K. Black or something. There it is. So look, talks about crypto, blockchain, blah, blah, blah. Hexonomist. There he goes. He's an hexonomist. There you go. And he talks about Hex. He doesn't seem like he's talking to Maddie. He went to the Hex conference, everything. So, I mean, that should show you something, right? I mean, that should prove something. But nobody watches that stuff. If you're a movie goer, you leave that and you're just like, so that guy lost like 90% of his money, or it's like, yeah, actually more than that now. Good for you. Let's see. Where is all the footage of Rectum and Crypty Girl and all the others who were cut out? I have no idea. I don't know. If Richard's outrage marketing was a good idea, why did he stop and become humble Richard? He would admit that it was a terrible idea and the reason the SEC went after him. Well, relaxed finance, maybe that's what he was trying to do, right? Maybe he was trying to bait the SEC into coming to get him in the bear market, which was probably the smartest thing you could have done, right? Bait somebody into coming in. If he already knew that it was going to happen at some point, like we all kind of did. I mean, the SEC talks were nothing new in 2022. They were like, the SEC talks were all the way back. I mean, we were talking or watching the day one Richard Hart when Hex released, and guess what? They're talking about is Hex's security, if the SEC comes after him, all this stuff. And he's like, well, I got, he pretty much had all of his ducks in a row. The humble Richard is just because he wants to change it up, right? He's just like, okay, now I'm going back to who I am, right? That's pretty much what humble Richard is he's back to who he is. He's not going to do all that stuff anymore. I mean, you got to have, I think it was a great idea. I don't know. Today, people are no good. Our older generations are where the culture is. Maybe. I mean, some of our older culture is pieces of garbage, man. I don't know. I went to my mother-in-law's, or my wife's stepdad, his retirement, and it was all boomers there, and they were like laughing that they all had the money because, or this guy was like, oh, us, we all have the money. I've got my second house here and blah, blah, we have all the money, and these guys underneath it, like, he was literally making fun of our generation because we don't have enough money to afford a house or a second house. He's like, we have all of the money and blah, blah, blah. Because I mean, even if now a livable wage, you can't be buying houses. Most people can't buy houses. So I don't know. I think that like maybe older generations, like World War II for sure, but most of those guys are dead. So like my parents' age and stuff like that, no. I don't know what you mean by older generations are better, because they're not. They're kind of pieces of garbage. A lot of them. Hence the reason we're in this predicament. They were like raised by these Vietnam and World War II veterans, and then they got soft. Race car, check. Movie, check. Pizza, check. Wrongly persecuted founder, check. Multi-cycle price, better than Bitcoin. Not yet. Not yet. The second and possibly a third movie is set up hugely. Only price depends on it. Well, let's hope not. These guys are. I'm not a fan of the movie producer or the not the producers, but the directors. The first Highest of Stakes trailer is great, but the movie is boring. Only RH is cool. True. You're retarded if you think Richard intentionally wanted the SEC case. Okay. No, crypto was offered for his students. Crypto was offered to his students? Who? Lamont Black? Let's see. Richard was totally baited the SEC. When he beats them, it'll show full clarity that Hex is legit. I mean, if you want like logistic, or if you want to set precedent for all of crypto, which I think that Richard does, then you would bait them. You would bait them into getting you to come after you, right? When they have nothing. If you've got everything already figured out and you've talked to many lawyers like Richard did before even Hex came out, why wouldn't you bait them? And then you could set precedent for the rest of the crypto space to make the entire thing go up, and then you could be reveled as the crypto goddess that he wants to be, the god that he wants to be, right? That's what he wanted to be. He wants to be the savior of crypto. Like, do you not know Richard? That's what it sounds like to me, Relaxed Finance. The money went to Richard's head and he wanted to flex, then called it outrage marketing as an excuse, and idiots believed him. Well, I hung out with Richard. I didn't see it go to his head. He was really, really, really normal hanging out with him. So, I mean, if that's what you think, man. But maybe you just don't know the person that's on the other end of the screen. Maybe you just think that somebody is some way, and you don't actually know who the person is, right? Or that. Boomers, unfortunately, are the worst. I know tons of boomers that got 500,000 inheritance who act arrogant, and just the way you're talking about. Just the way you're talking about. Yeah, exactly. They got a bunch of inheritance, and they're like, I'm sitting on 5 million. No, screw the kids. We're gonna retire, and we're gonna just live off of live on the beach and not help at all with their grandkids. That's how. I mean, I'm not no hate. I'm not gonna hate on my. Let's see. Apart from the spoke about the outrage marketing before he started doing it, yeah. Check out Insight. I mean, the outrage marketing is what he was talking about it, right? He's like, we gotta punch through the noise. How do you punch through the noise when there's 36 million other coins? How do you punch through the noise? You have to do something different, right? There's 36 million different coins now. How do you punch through it? Well, try different things, right? Check out Insider Paper Twitter reporting it. What's that? Dude, what the heck? Another plane crash? This is insane hearing reports. Yeah, it's crazy. That's crazy that there's another plane crash. Where's that at? I hope RH wasn't on board. Wasn't on board? Oh, they have played. Let's see. Well, he said he prepared for this his whole life. I think he got it. Yeah, I agree. Exactly. In his last video, he said he was prepared for this. And I really do think that he's prepared for all of this. If you look at the steps that Richard has taken, day one of Hex, he was debating lawyers about how it's not a security. Did you even know what a security was before Hex came along? Probably not. Most of us didn't. Or at least like the ins and outs of it. You probably knew what a security was, but you didn't know like how the Howey test. I mean, look, Tone Vase was like, yeah, there's 3 legs of the Howey test, you know, even on his own show when he talks to lawyers every single freaking day. Most of us didn't know. We're noobs. Completely, right? In the law space and everything. Richard went above and beyond and figured it out before any of us. Maybe you think that he did the outrage marketing for fun. But again, I hung out with him. Didn't think that it went to his head at all. Sounds like you didn't hear the countless hours of streaming of talking about the SEC and setting precedent. Exactly. Scorsese is all over the SEC Interpol character. Scorsese? What is that, Wealth? I don't know what that means. Well, he prepared. Okay, let's see. I think he got. I love to see Richard live. Me too, man. Yeah, students given Hex to see how it works. Oh, his students were. Oh, okay. Lamont Black. That's cool. I believe RH when he says he wants the glory. I really do too. I mean, it completely makes sense when he says it. When it's like, yeah, what? Like when you become in the billionaires club, everybody knows that you don't just get into the billionaires club, right? Like, do we all know that, or am I just giving you guys this information now? You don't just get it handed to you, even if you make a crazy business. Like, somebody's gonna come talk to you at some point, right? You're not just gonna become a billionaire in crypto, and they're just be like, "Oh, okay, good job, little guy. You made $1 billion in crypto. Oh, okay." He knew that people were gonna come after him, obviously. Like, he would have to have been retarded. And do you think that Richard is retarded? I mean, come on, man. Come on. Think with your brain. Maybe he just acted humble to you. I don't think so, man. We hung out for like all day. You can't, like, I don't know. Lamont Black and the movie helped get Hex in front of eyes of academia. Can't talk about yield without thinking about Hex or RH. So far, so good. Hex set precedent of downloadable, no middleman crypto. True. Imagine Hex Pulse are the top. Oh, let me see that. Hey, Hex, so good to see you. What's up, George? Yeah, Lamont Black was a big positive. I agree. Imagine Hex Pulse are the top 5 of core market cap. Let's go. RH already won. It's up to us. Thank you for your streams. Hey, no problem, David. Why how we not been listed on any relevant exchanges? I have yet to hear a good answer. What do you mean? Well, a lot of these exchanges make you pay lots of money to be listed with lots of Hex. Like, you have to provide the liquidity. You have to give them, like, let's say 80 million Hex. I don't remember the last time that We were listed on, I don't even remember the exchange because I never used it, but we were listed on a CoinX or something like that. Some relatively known exchange. The community had to scrounge up $100 and something thousand, and guess what? Like 3 or 4 months later, they discontinued it and they took it off of their website. So you have to pay to get on these exchanges. Now, it might be one of the reasons why VC coins always are able to get listed literally the next day. I mean, that Trump coin, it was like 2 days until it was listed on Coinbase, right? So they pick and choose. A lot of this is not up to us, right? It's up to the exchanges if they want to list us. It's up to, and then if they want to list you, guess what? They're gonna OKX, that's what it was, and then you have to pay them a whole bunch of money. Like, do you have that money? Are we gonna come up as a community to get listed on Coinbase for like $2 million? Probably not. I'm not sure though. If you wanna start a pool though, let me know, and we'll check it out. But yeah, I haven't seen anybody say that they want to put up that much money yet. Hopefully that answers it. What about just normal marketing? Well, how does normal marketing work? Like, it depends. What kind of normal marketing you're talking about? You want to put like Facebook ads? Well, they won't let you promote crypto. So, well, at least in 2022, right? Google would always not let you do marketing for crypto either. Crypto is just one of those that you can't really market very well. I mean, now you can. I think that they've lessened it a little bit. What the heck? No, why is it asking me for? So yeah, it's just really hard to get it out there. Normal marketing, obviously, it works probably a little bit, but how many times have you seen? Let's say Doge. Let's say Doge. How many marketing ads have you seen for Doge? You haven't. You know why Doge is popular? Because Elon Musk talks about it. And you know why Elon Musk is popular? Because he's outlandish. He's different. He's crazy. You know what I mean? He has $1 billion business. He's out there talking. He's not just the normal CEO. Right? That's what I think Richard Hart is too. Let's see. Yeah, Lamont Black was a positive. Yeah, I agree. What up, fam? What's up, Tam Tam? I'm sure he felt uncomfortable acting in that manner. It came off as a man that looks for deals and doesn't like to spend a lot of money on things. Dude, exactly. When I went out with him, he literally was gonna buy a snake armband, and he didn't want to buy it because it was like 10% more because you had to pay like some tax because it was in London and he had to pay like a VAT tax or something like that. And he was like, nah, I'll just get it, from somewhere else, and then I don't have to pay this or whatever. And then like 6 months later, I saw him wearing it, and I was like, dude, you got that? And he's like, yeah, I just bought it from wherever he was buying it from. And he didn't have to pay that tax. He's cheap, dude. He's cheap, but he's rich. Because the rich hex holders are staked, they don't care about centralized exchanges. You punch through, oh, here we go. Let me see. You punch through the noise. If Richard, let me see. Let me scroll up because you said something else. If you punch through the noise by being a good person and a founder and a leader, not acting like a fool and flexing on people while the community is down bad on your coins. Yeah, I guess. If that's how it is, maybe you should start a coin, relaxed finance. It sounds like you've got it all. You got it all figured out. I'm sure your coin will just go up through the moon. I'm sure everybody will know about it. I'm sure that you'll have 200 people when we're down 95%. Watching you when your coin's down 95%, right? I'm sure your coin's gonna do really good. Maybe you should hire you, Relax Finance. Let's see. Centralized exchanges will be driven by centralized competition. Pulse airdrop gives centralized exchange free money. Pulse copies will drive. I don't know why some of these haven't, right? Yeah, Relax Finance can do it better. Everybody. Hey, we got, everybody, when Relax Finance makes a coin, we're all going to see his marketing skills. Let's check it out. My understanding, R8 is an IQ test, and lots of people fail the test. True. I still hold my sack bags and keep buying more of that crap. And just so you know, I have only invested as much as as I can afford to lose. And trust me, it's a lot. I'm with you there, Restless Bandit. I'm with you there. When Rolex live stream? Yeah, dude. Hedgehound RH didn't want to pay the bribe to list. That's what, yeah, exactly. So that, yeah, they pretty much are going to make you pay a bribe. Hey, you want to list on our exchange? Okay, pay us $2 million. Okay, no. If Richard wins this case, no one will look at him as a hero. They will look at him as a scammer that got off the hook because he acted like a scammer. I mean, if that's what you think, man, but nobody gives a shit about any type of scammer when there's green candles. Everybody thought he was a scammer in 2020 too. 2020, excuse me. In 2020. Everybody thought he was a scammer in the entire thing. I don't know if you were here, but I had like 50 followers when I started up on Twitter talking about Hex. And guess what? I was, oh, you're hanging out with the scammer, blah, blah, blah. It went, and guess what? It did a 10,000x. You know why? You know why? Because a lot of people knew about it, and it went up 10,000x because a lot of people know about Richard. They thought he was a scammer, but guess what? They're not going to miss them green candles. They knew that Richard is intelligent, and they're not going to miss those green candles. RH even said the outrage marketing was tiring. That's why he dropped it and became humble. Yep. Come on. Where's my YouTube chat not working? There we go. Yeah, the fast track anything. A lot of this listing comes to nepotism. True. Yeah. RH stopped marketing so he could not be said to be the person doing most of the marketing of Hex, Pulse, and Pulse X, so that he could, so that how he feels. Exactly. That's another one. He didn't want to be, and it was one of the reasons why he wasn't promoting Hex, Pulse Chain, or Pulse Chain when he was doing those things. He was talking about Louis Vuitton. He was talking about Rolex. He wasn't talking strictly about Hex, Pulse Chain, and Pulse X all the time, right? Because then, oh, we got a promoter. This guy, we're all relying on him. I hope Coinbase bought all their Trump coins at $85. Yeah, me too. They already have money from the airdrop for listing. Remember? Oh, yeah. They have lots of money. All of them. The outrage marketing absolutely worked. Look at the Sachs funds. True. Hedgehound Hex was gatekept ages before from day one. True. What's your kick name? I think it's just Hexologist. That was ridiculous. Even Robinhood got the Trump coin. Unreal. Exactly. I paid Decentralized Me for his marketing campaign. Yeah, okay. Founders should learn from RH. Trump learned the lesson. Exactly. Trump is another one that does outrage marketing. He doesn't do it with clothes. He does it with how he speaks, right? If you listen to Trump, I mean, dude, he was the most popular person in the entire world, probably that's ever been. Richard Hart, or not Richard Hart, but Trump is, and Richard Hart is the Trump of crypto. I'm telling you, he is. So Trump is the most popular person probably ever in the entire world throughout all of history. The most, he's the biggest celebrity and ever, right? He's probably the only person that I would actually pay to go have lunch with. I would never pay to go have lunch with anybody. I know I paid when I went to Richard Hart, but I'm just trying to understand how they got so much attention all across the world. Oh, let me see. Relax Finance can do it better. So what did they do? Like, did they hold massive conferences for Solana or what? Who? The Trump coin? No, I think that I have no idea. Sup, chat? How we all doing, everyone? Well, down 1%. Hexo, when you talk about the prices, you should mention eHex also. Don't leave our boy in an eRec. Yeah, well, I mean, it's 0.0028. Wait, if it starts, decorrelating and it gets up to parity, I'll start talking about it every single day. But I'll try to remember it. Ash, it was all VCs in Solana. Yes, people behind the scenes paying to get stuff listed to get their name out there, right? Hex performed better than anything else last cycle. Not everything else. I think SHIB may have outperformed it, but it was pretty high up there. I fumbled my Genesis bag on hookers and okay, nice Doshi. Slamadama Ding Dong. What's up, Pookie? Radian? Ash, they have plenty of money for marketing, more corporate. Let's see. Scorsese, LO, Martin Scorsese, the dude who made Wolf of Wall Street, etc. This character is way better than that. Oh, okay. Yeah. I see what you mean. Remember, RH said it was all an act. The stuff what he was doing is what was popular for the views at the time. New people in crypto now have no clue. Don't remember. We shouldn't bring it up unless we are defending Richard. I don't know, man. I think that people still do it. I mean, you can almost every day. I almost see a Richard meme, and and sometimes like 50% of the time, it's not even Hex guys that are posting it. Still works, man. Okay, and what kind of marketing did they do for Solana? Who's that? Are you talking about Trump? Beautiful code and green candles. Don't care about your feelings. Exactly. Is RH going to come back jacked? I bet. Let's hope. Let's hope. RH follows the understanding of the power of 369. Hex is built on that understanding. I suggest a lot of people listen to Soundbite. All right. Richard had the opportunity to permanently change their perspective of him being a scammer with the success of Hex, but he decided to act like a scammer and confirmed everyone's belief in him. Well, I mean, it's not confirmed until he actually is a scammer, until he scams out. Has Hex scammed out? Well, I mean, again, there's 166 people watching right now. He didn't confirm it to everybody. I have, 2,000 views, almost to 2,500 views every day on my YouTube streams. Coffee has 10,000. It has 60,000 followers. I had, by the way, Twitter. Thank you guys. I've got 60,000 followers on Twitter. I mean, I don't know. Not everybody thinks he's a scammer, man. I mean, if they want to believe that he's a scammer, then that's what they can believe and tell the green candles. And then guess what? They buy in. Who cares? One needs to understand the wash and rinse, a laundering aspect of Solana. What does that mean? Arch just hangs out in the strip clubs? I don't think so. I think somebody would have got a picture by now of him. Michael Jackson is the most popular worldwide. I don't know, man. I think Donald Trump probably outperforms that. You can't tell me that there's somebody in this world that knows Michael Jackson and doesn't know who Donald Trump is. I'm not saying he's probably the most musical, somebody that is the most musical celebrity, but there's no way that person doesn't know who Trump is, that they know who Michael Jackson is. No. Hello, I'm very tempted to troll the Richard AI thingy. Uh-oh. Michael Jackson. Okay, let's see. Not going to lie, Hexo. We're in a snowstorm, so the last hour of work, we just drank. I've got a good buzz. Yeah, man, I've got a snowstorm. That's why it's so dark in this room, because it's all dark outside. Uh-oh. YouTube is not receiving. What is this? Is it still working? Are we still golden? Okay, it says I'm still good. I don't know. Let's see. That's it. Ask ChatGPT is the most famous. Okay, we'll ask ChatGPT. Do this. All right. Who is the most popular person ever in history? We have to define popularity. Oh, Jesus. Yeah, I guess that we got... okay, yeah, maybe we want to rethink of who we were thinking of, Donald Trump. Let's see, political figures. See, they're saying Napoleon. It's like, yeah, but we're talking about how many people knew about it. Yeah, this is Steve Jobs, Bill Gates, tech. Okay. Jesus Christ. Okay. Well, okay. We don't need to look up any further. Some pleb is talking crap about. Oh, thanks, Hexcon. Jesus wins. Hey, Jesus always wins. Sorry, guys. Sorry. Let's see. What about population wise? Why wouldn't Donald Trump be the most well known? Can every Hexagon name give reasons why Pulsion rocks and all others are shit? Let's fix this shit right now. What is this? Donald Trump is indeed one of the most well-known individuals globally, primarily due to his role as a businessman. I don't know about that. Oh, okay.
Some pleb is talking crap about your outrage marketing. What do you have to say about that?
Oh, you got some pleb talking shit about my outrage marketing? Well, let me tell you something, pal. Outrage marketing is an art form, okay? It's like the fucking Mona Lisa of marketing strategies. And you know why? Because it gets people's attention. It makes them stop and think, what the fuck is this guy talking about? And that, my friend, is how you make an impact. So fuck those haters, man. They're just jealous they can't come up with shit half as creative as my outrage marketing. But hey, that's life, right? Not everyone can be a visionary like yours truly, Richard Hart.
Beautiful. And that's pretty good. Pretty good. Relax Finance says the outrage marketing showed me how money goes to people's heads, and acting like a fool after raising $1 billion is a bad idea. Well, dude, I don't understand. Relax Finance, do you still have Pulse Chain and Hex? Like, sounds like you just need to sell, man. Sounds like your little weak little lettuce hands are just getting really, they sat in the fridge for too long. They're wilty. Stop being jealous. It's crazy. What about that one guy? The guy who said Hex was shit, then it did a 10,000X. He's retarded. Never learned his name. I don't know. There's lots of those guys. There you go. You heard it from the heart of himself. I was drawn to RH streams back in the day because of his freedom-minded views and fight for liberal system attitude. That's what I prefer. I agree. I mean, we all prefer that, right? And he spouts that kind of stuff still on Twitter. So I appreciate that he still does that on Twitter, because it actually it does really, that's kind of why he does so well with, he's not showing off his Gucci or his Louis Vuitton bags. He's showing, like what you said about his politics and how he wants to make the world a better place. Even if you don't believe it, I think that's the normal Richard, is actually trying to make the world a better place, or trying to get things done. And the year that he did the outrage marketing, I think that it was probably fun for him, like, why wouldn't it be? You got $1 billion.
Wait until they find out our founder has a big black clock.
Okay.
Did you just call me a clock? I don't know whether to laugh or to sue. Maybe we should change the name of the stream to Big Black Clock, since that's apparently the hot topic. Who knew being an AI would have its own timepiece? Maybe I'll start a line of watches next, since I'm apparently a big black one now. Thanks for the donation, Jerry, but I think you might need to get your eyes checked. No wonder you need a big black clock. You can't see shit.
Ooh, that one turned out better than I thought it was. Ooh, I'm sweating over here. T-shirt RH is the real one. I'm trying to make sure Hex's chat better, and now it is. Thank you. Yes, I smell Banhammer. LOL. 1 billion raised after outrage marketing. Well, true. It was raised after that. I mean, the thing exactly. So like, and plus, like, let's say he made some money off the Hex. I don't know how much he made off of it. I don't know if the adoption amplifier money was his or whatever. But let's just say he made $10 million off of it. Why shouldn't we just be like, why can't he go have fun with it and just, be able to go and do whatever he wants with it, right? Of course he should. And if he wants to stream it, hey, if you think that he's completely different, then it was that year of the outrage marketing. I think that he's not that person, but I don't know. I was thinking about something. The SAC funds that bought ETH, was that in USDC? If it was, that money could have been frozen by the SEC. No, it was in DAI. But yes, that's exactly why I think that the US or the DAI was put into ETH, because I think that he probably caught wind that they may try to freeze his DAI. Made that from fees alone being the LP. What's that? We need Robo RH live stream to pump the price. 45 minutes, 50,000 views. Maybe. Elon is trying to save humanity, meanwhile being worth 500 billion on paper while society burns to the ground. What? What do you mean, Christian Bale? Just because you have money doesn't mean you can't. Like, society's not burning to the ground. It seems like it's gotten better in the last 14 days. Let's regroup after 4 years to see if anything gets better. Okay, like, people can have money, man. I don't know why the hate's on these billionaires. I get it. You don't have the money. You're jealous. I mean, sometimes I am, but I'm not going to be like, he should have money and we should just tax the crap out of him. Dude, he had the biggest tax bill ever. I think last year. I think it was last year that he has like it's some crazy amount, or maybe it was a few years ago. He had the biggest tax bill ever. He paid the biggest amount of personal taxes ever. So it's like, these people that are saying, oh, they don't pay their fair share. It's like, dude, he gave up like crazy amounts. I can't even remember how many billions it was. Sounds like some communist BS. Yeah. Who needs literacy needs? Who needs, LOL, who needs literacy? What does that mean? Mastication, chewing food, not, okay. Jeez. I am here for the tech. What's up, Pulse Jitsu? Let's see. Yes, remember something like that. Taxation is theft. Hey, yeah, there you go. Yeah, it's funny that libertarian mindsets are like, oh, we should, Elon Musk, he should be paying more. He's, it's like, I thought you were a libertarian and the taxation is theft and we should get rid of all this tax. Oh, thank you, Bitfinesse, for the 50. You might get a song for that, I guess. I don't know if you get a song for that one. Because I think anything over 20 gets an auto song. Maybe not. All right. Maybe it doesn't even play. Oh my gosh. Okay, there it goes. Yep, you get a song. Sorry, anything over $20 gets you a song. 80 billions. Type an entire dialogue for the bot and the post of the video in the RH YouTube account as a new video. Well, the thing is it only goes like 30 to 45 seconds. So no one should pay any tax. I would agree with you. My government in the U.S. wastes money because it's not their money. No checks and balances. Elon is right. Blockchain should track what they do with my tax dollars. Hey, brilliant idea. Brilliant idea. I think the Elon Musk should, or the government, Donald Trump should enact something like that to where it's like, now we know exactly. Because it was one of those things that even Roger Ver was talking about back in the day. It's like, if you put it all on the blockchain, guess what? Now you want to go to war? Now you're going to have to get like a DAO or something to vote for it. And everybody, gets to use their tokens or whatever. And now we all get to actually vote if we want to go to war. And I bet you $1 million, nobody wants to go to war.
Yo, what up, Richard? While you have us all here watching, give us 3 reasons why Pulse Chain kicks zonkers and the others are complete shit. Let me know if you need Gensler's new Edu email Addy.
Well, listen up, I gotta tell, Bad Ching is gonna send the other straight to hell. Paul Shane's the name, and it's here to stay. All the rest are just a moon tech that's on its way. Tell the Fuzzle you're the coins, well, ain't right. Cause Paul Shane's got the goods, and they ain't dead shot. Bitcoin and Ethereum might think they're hot, but Paul Shane's gonna show them what they've got. Why? Paul Shane kicks blue, it's the real deal. The others are just some shit that ain't for real. Paul Shane's where it's at, can't you see? It's the future of crypto, can't you agree? Gary Jensen thinks he's the king, but he's just a clown, he just really wants.
Why his voice? Hey, it's posting. Alright, John Sylvester. Yeah, somebody must have kicked him in the nuts beforehand. Oh, wow. Hey! Oh, man. Old school, yeah. Oh, man. Paul Shane is where it's at, Why does he sound like he got kicked in the... Yeah, I don't know. Richard drinking from the Swarovski's Christopher's Peak. Yeah, Andy Malaklis bot as far. It would be fun to have Richard ask bot Richard questions. That would be good. Epic rap battle. Yeah, we should get... Too bad we can't get like Vitalik or something as one of these. You guys like Paul Shane or Pulse Chain better? Pulsa Chain. Yeah, I like Pulsa Chain. Oh, this is great. Yeah, thank you, Bitfinesse, with 50. By the way, if you do, anybody that donates more than $20 is getting a song. So you get a song. Just remember that. This is enough internet for this is enough internet for me for the day. Yeah, shuts off the phone. Dancing on a coffin equals top signal. Bottom signal RH rapping. Maybe that's what we're going with. Pulsa Chain, yeah. We're going to actually use these reasons while talking to people in real life and online. True. All right, guys. Well, what a great day. I mean, maybe not the great for price, but now you know why I think that Richard Hart's outrage marketing wasn't the worst thing they could have done, right? We had the video, and it was pretty hilarious, of the Heart Attack Cafe and why outrage marketing works. Some people don't like it, but guess what? Those are the same people that are probably like, Heart Attack Cafes should be shut down because we need to protect fat people, right? Okay. Pulsa Chain is pretty catchy. Yeah. Run DMC. Yeah. Love the fade out. But that's all I got for you guys today. You guys have a great one. I will see you guys tomorrow. You guys all have a good one, and I will.